thought the woman sent to destroy him, but what he did next was shocking. The movie opens with a gateman named Didi dancing happily while on duty. He was so carried away with his dance moves that he didn't notice an intruder sneaking up behind him. Suddenly, the stranger hit him hard on the head, and Didi collapsed unconscious. Moments later, the intruders stormed into his boss's mansion and began destroying everything in sight. One of them quietly entered the boss's bedroom, ready to attack him. But things didn't go as planned. The boss, Timi, fought back and overpowered the attacker with ease. When Timi removed the mask, he froze in shock. It was a woman. Who was she? And why would someone send her after him? Timi rushed around the house to see the damage. One intruder managed to escape, but inside the kitchen he caught another woman trying to hide. He held her captive and demanded answers about who sent them to invade his home. Instead of talking, she begged for her life. As Timi dragged her outside and kept questioning her, she suddenly broke free and ran. Timi chased after her immediately. Furious, Timi returned and woke Didi up with a slap. He couldn't believe his gateman had failed to protect the house. The gang leader, Grace, the woman Timi first captured, slowly woke up and realized she was tied up. She struggled desperately to free herself, but it was impossible. Timi stormed in angrily and demanded to know who sent her. Grace refused to say anything and stubbornly kept asking him to release her. Timi then dragged her into the living room and showed her the terrible damage she and her gang had caused inside his mansion. Surprisingly, Grace laughed about it. That was when Timi warned her that she wouldn't leave his house until she paid for everything that was destroyed. Finally, Grace confessed. She revealed that Jenny, Timi's ex-girlfriend, had hired them to destroy his property and hurt him. But since the mission failed, she begged Timi to let her go. Suddenly, Grace's phone started ringing. Timi's housekeeper, Dorcas, answered the call and put it on speaker. On the other end, Jenny asked if Grace had finished the job. Grace stayed silent. Then Timi calmly responded that Grace had failed completely. Right after the call ended, Timi knocked Grace unconscious again. The next morning, Timi returned from an outing when Deed complained that they needed weapons or better security to protect the house from future attacks. But Timi brushed him off and said he didn't have time for that discussion yet. Inside the house, Timi asked Dorcas if Grace was awake. Dorcas said yes and started giving him extra information he clearly wasn't interested in hearing. At the same time, Grace began praying and making promises to God. She said if she ever got out alive, she would completely change her ways and repent from her criminal lifestyle. But would she really change? Or was she only scared? Timi walked in, and Grace immediately begged him to free her so she could return home. Surprisingly, Timi untied her and told her she was free to leave. Grace became excited instantly. But the strange smirk on Timi's face made it obvious he was planning something dangerous. As Grace approached the gate, Dee tried stopping her, but Timi ordered him to let her go. The moment Grace attempted to cross the gate, she was suddenly electrocuted and thrown back violently. Timi walked outside laughing and mocking her. He called her a criminal and revealed that if she moved too far away from the house, she would continue getting electrocuted. Grace screamed and called him wicked. She tried running again and got electrocuted a second time. Back inside the house, Timi humiliated Grace even more. He ordered her to bark like a dog. When she refused, he electrocuted her again until she finally started barking. Timi laughed loudly. Then he ordered her to moo like a cow, and later meow like a cat. Exhausted and terrified, Grace obeyed every command. How far was Timi willing to go for revenge? After that, Timi called Dorcas and announced that Grace would now be helping with the house chores. He warned Dorcas to report immediately if Grace refused to obey instructions. The moment Timi left, Dorcas started acting like a strict supervisor, giving Grace different tasks around the house. Grace tried acting stubborn at first, but the second Dorcas threatened to call Timi, Grace quickly covered her mouth to stop her. Inside the kitchen, Dorcas enjoyed bossing Grace around and ordering her to work, but Grace clearly hated every second of it. Later that day, while Grace was cleaning, she forgot to politely excuse herself while passing near Timi. Instantly, he electrocuted her again as punishment. Things got even worse outside. While Grace was sweeping the compound, Deed started dancing carelessly and bumped into her. Angry and frustrated, Grace attacked him and started beating him up. Timi rushed outside and electrocuted her once again to stop the fight. Elsewhere, Timi explained everything to his friend about how Jenny sent hoodlums to attack him in his own house. Shortly after, Timi's mother called to check on him. She complained that he had been avoiding her for a long time. Timi denied it and claimed he was only busy with work, but his mother clearly didn't believe him. She mysteriously said she knew exactly what to do before ending the call. Later that night, Dorcas took Grace to the room where she would be staying. Feeling helpless and exhausted, Grace begged Dorcas for clean clothes and soap so she could finally take a proper bath. Surprisingly, Dorcas decided to help her. A few minutes later, she returned with clothes and bathing soap for Grace. Next morning, Deed walked into the kitchen trying to joke and play around with Dorcas, but she wasn't having it at all. Instead, she got irritated and started insulting him. Just then, Timi entered the kitchen and immediately ordered Deed to return to his duty post. After Deed left, Timi told Dorcas to call Grace and make her prepare breakfast for him. Dorcas offered to do it herself, but Timi insisted that Grace should handle it. A few minutes later, Grace came in to serve Timi coffee. The first thing Timi noticed was that she was wearing his clothes. Grace calmly explained that Dorcas gave them to her, and since Timi refused to let her leave the house, she had no choice but to take care of herself because she was still a woman. Timi tasted the coffee and instantly spat it back into the cup because it tasted terrible. He then told Grace to taste it herself, but she refused, saying she couldn't drink from something that had already touched his mouth. Timi rolled his eyes and ordered her to go make another one. Grace returned with a fresh cup of coffee, but Timi still wasn't impressed. Frustrated, he walked into the kitchen and made his own coffee instead. Then he handed it to Grace to taste. Surprisingly, Grace admitted that his own coffee actually tasted good. Could these two enemies slowly be getting used to each other? Later that morning, Timi gathered everyone together before leaving for work. He gave strict instructions about what should and shouldn't be done in the house before driving off. The moment Timi left, Grace quietly sneaked into his room to search for the remote control connected to the electronic anklet he placed on her leg, the same device he used to electrocute her whenever she disobeyed him. She searched everywhere but couldn't find it, and frustration started building up inside her. Desperate, Grace went into the kitchen and picked up a knife, hoping to cut the anklet off herself. But the second she tried, the device shocked her violently. A few hours later, Timi's mother arrived at the house. The moment she saw Grace, she became confused and asked who she was. Immediately, Grace realized this could be her perfect opportunity to escape Timi's control. Without wasting time, she lied and told Timi's mother that she was Timi's girlfriend. To Grace's surprise, Timi's mother became extremely excited and happy after hearing that. Meanwhile, Timi was sitting inside his car with his friend, explaining how Jenny hired thugs to attack his house and destroy his property. His friend was shocked that Jenny could go that far. Timi also revealed that he managed to catch one of the attackers and that the woman was currently staying in his house. The conversation later shifted to other things as they continued driving. Back at the house, Timi's mother noticed the strange electronic anklet on Grace's leg and asked questions about it. Thinking quickly, Grace lied again and claimed it was a special gift from Timi. Timi's mother smiled warmly and admitted she already liked Grace very much. She then started talking about how Timi's ex-girlfriend, Jenny, had been a serious problem in his life for a long time. Moments later, they heard Timi's car pulling into the compound. Grace quickly cleaned the table and quietly excused herself. As Timi entered the house, he immediately started questioning Dorcas about why she returned late from the market. But before Dorcas could answer, Timi suddenly noticed his mother sitting comfortably in the living room. He was completely shocked. Excitedly, his mother announced that she had finally met his girlfriend. Timi looked confused at first and couldn't understand what she meant. Until Grace walked out, pretending to be his loving girlfriend. That was when everything finally made sense to him. Inside his room, Timi angrily confronted Grace for lying to his mother about them dating. Grace defended herself and explained that she only lied because she desperately wanted a way out of his house. While arguing, Timi noticed that his wardrobe looked scattered. He immediately realized Grace must have entered his room, searching for the remote control. Grace stayed silent. Then Timi pulled out the remote and showed it to her. Grace instantly tried to grab it from him, but she failed. That was when Timi coldly told her that she now belonged to him. But Grace boldly promised that one way or another, she would eventually leave his house, whether he liked it or not. Later that evening during dinner, Timi's mother asked where Grace was. Timi quickly lied and claimed Grace was resting, but his mother insisted that Grace should come downstairs and eat with them. As dinner continued, Timi's mother noticed the strange tension and awkward behavior between the two of them. Suspicious, she asked if they had been fighting. Grace immediately complained that Timi never allowed her to go outside. Concerned, Timi's mother promised to personally take Grace shopping herself. But before that could happen, Timi suddenly lied that Grace was pregnant and that the doctor advised her not to stress herself or go out too much because she was fragile. The shocking news instantly made his mother emotional and excited. She happily promised to take good care of Grace throughout the pregnancy. After dinner, Grace angrily confronted Timi inside the room for falsely telling his mother that she was pregnant. Timi fired back and reminded her that she was the one who first lied by claiming to be his girlfriend. Frustrated, Grace threatened to confess the truth to his mother and expose everything. But Timi warned her seriously that she wouldn't dare do that. He also informed her that from now on, she would be sleeping inside his room so his mother would continue believing their fake relationship. Later that night, Timi became annoyed again after seeing Grace wearing his pajamas. But Grace was too tired and emotionally drained to argue anymore. As she tried to lie down on the bed, Timi ordered her to sleep on the floor instead. Sadly, Grace obeyed and laid down on the cold floor. A few hours later, Timi woke up in the middle of the night and noticed Grace shivering badly from the cold. For the first time, he actually felt pity for her. The next morning, Timi woke up again and was shocked to find Grace sleeping on his arm. Immediately, he pushed her off the bed, and the two of them started arguing loudly. Their shouting attracted Timi's mother, who rushed into the room asking what the problem was. Thinking quickly, Grace lied again and told her that Timi refused to dance for her, and according to her, the baby wanted him to dance. Without hesitation, Timi's mother dragged him downstairs into the living room and forced him to dance. Timi danced unwillingly and with obvious annoyance while everyone watched, but Grace still wasn't done getting revenge. After the dance, she announced that she was hungry and specifically requested that Timi should prepare food for her himself. Timi became furious immediately and refused completely before storming upstairs in anger. His mother quickly followed behind him. Inside his room, Timi was still angry and frustrated over everything Grace had been doing to embarrass him in front of his mother. Suddenly, he started having a serious asthma attack. His mother became terrified immediately and quickly rushed to help him with his inhaler. Thankfully, after using it, Timi slowly calmed down and was able to breathe properly again. A few minutes later, Timi and his mother went into the kitchen together to prepare food for Grace. While they were eating, Timi's mother happily said she was relieved that Timi had finally found a girlfriend who wasn't as troublesome as Jenny. She then began telling Grace how badly Jenny ruined Timi's life during the 1 year they dated. According to her, Timi even caught Jenny cheating, but still forgave her because he truly loved her. Grace looked shocked and couldn't believe everything she was hearing. Before the conversation could go further, Timi quickly stopped his mother and told her not to keep talking about his past relationship. A little later, Timi's mother excitedly told Grace that she wanted to take her shopping. Grace became happy immediately and was eager to leave the house for once. But Timi quickly interrupted and reminded his mother that the doctor advised Grace not to stress herself too much because of the pregnancy. His mother agreed and dropped the idea. The next day, Timi's mother got ready to go shopping for Grace and her imaginary grandchild. The moment she left the house, Timi confronted Grace directly. He told her he already knew what she was planning. She wanted to escape. Grace fired back and threatened to tell his mother the entire truth, that she wasn't pregnant, wasn't his girlfriend, and was basically living like a prisoner inside his house. Immediately, Timi warned her not to even try it. A few hours later, Grace was busy cleaning the house when Timi suddenly came to tell her to stop because his mother would soon return home. But Grace ignored him and kept working. Timi then tried physically stopping her before things got suspicious. Moments later, Timi's mother arrived home, excitedly carrying shopping bags filled with gifts for Grace and the unborn baby she believed was coming. At the same time, Jenny suddenly entered Timi's compound. Deed tried stopping her from entering the house, but Jenny threatened him and forced her way inside anyway. The atmosphere changed instantly. Timi's mother became upset the moment she saw Jenny standing inside her son's house again, but Jenny confidently declared that she and Timi were soulmates. Without hesitation, Timi's mother responded that Grace was now Timi's girlfriend and was even expecting his child. That statement immediately changed Jenny's expression. Jenny turned toward Grace angrily and exposed a shocking secret. She revealed that she paid Grace to deal with Timi, not to start dating him. The room instantly fell silent. Timi's mother became confused and demanded answers. At that moment, Timi rushed in and ordered Jenny to leave his house immediately, but his mother refused to let the issue go because she wanted to know exactly what Jenny meant. That was when Jenny finally exposed the full truth. She revealed that Grace was actually one of the thugs she hired to attack Timi and destroy his house. Timi's mother was completely heartbroken and disappointed after hearing the truth. Grace immediately started begging and apologizing, but Timi's mother refused to listen to her anymore. Later, Timi went into his mother's room to explain himself, but she was too disappointed and emotionally hurt by the lies he told her. Feeling betrayed, she decided to leave the house. As she walked away, Grace desperately tried apologizing again, but Timi's mother ignored her completely and left. Grace felt terrible and deeply regretted the decisions she had made. Later that night, Timi repeatedly tried calling his mother, but she refused to answer any of his calls. Feeling guilty, Grace slowly walked up to Timi and admitted that she blamed herself for everything that had happened. She then explained how Jenny originally approached her with lies, claiming that her boyfriend was cheating on her and physically abusing her. According to Grace, Jenny only wanted to teach him a lesson. Jenny even paid her half the money up front for the job. Timi then revealed the real truth. He explained that he never cheated on Jenny at all. Instead, Jenny was the one who cheated on him multiple times. He also confessed that whenever he tried leaving her, Jenny would threaten to take her own life. Then Timi dropped another shocking revelation. He told Grace that Jenny was actually a fraudster who scams innocent men out of their hard-earned money. Grace was completely speechless. But before they could continue talking, danger struck again. Jenny suddenly returned to the house with two men to attack Timi. One of the men rushed forward, but Grace quickly fought back and hit him hard, knocking him unconscious instantly. The second man and Jenny became frightened the moment they noticed Timi struggling to breathe again because of another asthma attack. They immediately panicked and ran away. Grace rushed to help Timi, but she couldn't find his inhaler anywhere inside the house. Without thinking twice, Grace decided to risk her own life to save him. She ran toward the gate, determined to get another inhaler for Timi, even if it meant getting electrocuted again. The moment she tried crossing the gate, the electronic device shocked her violently. This time, the shock was so severe that Grace collapsed unconscious. Inside the house, Timi struggled desperately to stay alive. Somehow, he managed to drag himself toward the fridge and used cold air to help calm his breathing until he slowly recovered. A few minutes later, Timi finally went outside and carried Grace back into the house. Several hours later, Grace woke up weak and exhausted. Timi looked at her emotionally and sincerely thanked her for risking her life to save his. At that moment, both of them finally let go of their anger and reconciled their differences. Maybe everything they went through was exactly what changed them both in the end. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more emotional and captivating movie recaps like this. Until next time, bye.